All right, what's up, Heated Hobby fam? So we just wanted to post something real quick on a previous video on a comment that we both made about it taking way too long for product to come out and give you some actual analytical facts on why that we said that. So I'm gonna kick it over to Brett. He's got some statistics on. You're gonna start back, I think, around 2017, right?
Yeah,
2017.
2017.
All right, and then he's going to work us through on products and when they came out, and then the date trends, just to kind of echo the kind of our hype behind why we're so upset about it and why it's taking so long. So yeah, take it away.
Okay, so again, main reason we wanted to come up with this is because I know Chris. He's told me a story before of like, hey, weren't we ripping donruss last year at this point? And I said, yeah, we definitely were. And he went to a card shop and told the guy that, and he said, "Oh no, it always comes out after January. It always comes out after this time." And me talking to some of my friends of like, we're waiting a little bit longer on this, and no, this
Feels
is
like the
this is the way it's
Mandela
always.
effect right now.
Yeah, yeah, this is the way it's always been. And again, me and you both know that's not the truth. So let's just get just a little bit of statistics on like when to prove we're not crazy, because
Yeah.
everyone's making me feel that maybe we are crazy. Maybe we do have to wait for these products.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just start with Donruss. Donruss has always been your usual first product that comes out, and 2017 August. So we're talking you know before football season.
Yeah,
This is your
yeah,
preseason football.
yeah. Crazy how that should work, right?
2017 preseason football. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't have your optic probably. Your optic. What's your like your preview optic? But still, 2017, 2018 August, 2019 August, 2020 in September. No, that's still okay.
COVID,
2021 September,
COVID.
and then your 2022 February. So again, that's where you first seen where your print runs are starting to slow down. Blame it on COVID. Blame it on this. Blame it on that. Uh, why? Why is it taking so long? Well, we don't have any workers. We're so far behind from other years. And then in 2023, it went to November. Like, oh, we might be starting to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it just took a year. And then this year, showed that it's supposed to be December 27th. So again, this is after Christmas. You're missing a peak time
I still don't
for
think we're
Panini.
gonna see it in December.
I read an article that showed December 27th
Yeah, I
was
think it's gonna
the
be. Yeah, I think it's gonna be January. But I know which order you're talking about.
yeah. So again, if they're able to push it out in December, it's still the fact of
Happy
here's
New
our
Year.
August September. Where's our August September run date of
Yeah.
what we're used to of why can't we get back to that
During the
again?
hype,
Yeah,
it's like,
don't they're missing a peak opportunity to say, hey, like this is your first look at cards.
yep.
I mean, look at Score. I promise you, Score has not sold as much as it has before because they don't have competitors right now.
Hmm.
I mean, your Origins hobby, Origins International, those probably went up because you have nobody competing against Score. And I mean, Don Russ is your first in like uniform, but I mean, what are we doing here? Of like, I don't want Score because Score is your non, and maybe they're trying to attempt because they have a couple throwback cards that have players in their
Hmm.
uniforms, maybe, but it's
Yeah.
not going to maintain value.
Well,
And
they'll
Donruss
argue.
doesn't.
They'll argue that, well, we gave you Don Russ because it was in the Costco bundles,
Yeah,
but
and that's probably why they did of
but
attempting to.
I still like. I don't know. I good on them, but in my just that just felt like a rushed product that Costco was like, hey, we'll give you a shit ton of money if you just print this real quick for us, so we got something to sell because we know we can sell out quick and we can make a lot of money off of it. But
And
it,
why can we mass produce? Why can we mass produce for one of these big name companies whenever? Why can't we mass produce just the product?
oh, yeah, that's the thing is like you're already making the product. Why not just release the blasters? And
Yeah.
I really hope that they change something a little bit if they're gonna hold this long because I was not impressed. The
No, I
Pandoras,
mean, you're
good job. Pandoras
Yeah.
for the optic for that Pandora. Yep. Here. Great job on that. But all the rest of those cards were just. I know you kind of liked the Gridiron King this year, but I thought it was just a sloppy. They printed it, they put a GK on it, and they just was like, just get it out. Like,
So we'll get into another product that's usually beginning of the year, but it's usually a big chase in your absolutes. So your absolute started in 2017 in September, September in 2018, August in 2019, October 2020, October in 21, and then December in 22. Same thing. I mean, they're attending the whole COVID reasoning behind. And 2023, it was not released until January of 2024. And now this year, they're saying December 6th is the time that they're going to be
they pushed it
releasing.
again.
That's the last I heard was December
God, they're
6th.
doing it again. They did this with Certified. Certified was supposed to drop last month, and now Certified's not coming out till this month. And then I have it on my freaking calendar on the last update that I had that Absolute was supposed to come out in November.
So last
I'm
thing I
getting
read,
shocked now, y'all.
yeah,
This is
last
how
thing
you
I
know
read
this is
was
not scripted.
December
Go ahead, sorry.
6th is our absolute date. And again, it's the same complaint. I mean, Absolute is not a product that holds value for us retailers. Again, we're dabbling in hobbies. We're trying to, but we're two guys that, we don't make that much money, and
No.
we struggle to, struggle to spend that money on this hobby.
Yeah.
But I mean, December 6th, it's past the hype. I mean, you're beginning of season hype where you're wanting to purchase and you're wanting to do. Even though this year's class might be an exception, so if they can fix it for next year when it's a big rookie running back class, then hell, do it.
At
This is
least
your time to fix it.
At least we're gonna find out who's a bust before we start dumping a bunch of money into blasters.
Yeah, no joke. I mean, Jaden Daniels are bust.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to more of a product that, I mean, we couldn't really go into optic because, of course, you can't release optic unless you release downtown. So let's go into some prism. I mean, your prism silvers, they maintain value. Your prisms, they're
I'm
one of
Prism all the way
the
this year. I'm Prism
yeah
all the way this year.
for your retail prisms where it's at until you get to optic. But so your prism 2017, 18, and 19 are all in October. Your 2020s in December. Your 2021 was in June of 2022, which, gosh, dang, like we
Yeah,
had to wait
that's
forever for that. 22 was in March of 2023. So they're attempting, it's doing what everything's doing and giving that scale back. And then 2023 produced in January.
yep.
And then this year is estimating again to
Early
be in
January, right? Early
Yeah.
January. Because I swear we were ripping Prism
Yeah.
together.
When I was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, it's estimating this year again to be January. And when you have a release date for Donruss and Absolute about that same time, what are you going to see on the shelves? It's not going to be Prism.
No.
It's going to
No.
be a
And let's like, and here's something I think's kind of going. This is I'm a big conspiracy enthusiast. All right, I like a good conspiracy. I'm gonna throw one out for you. Because which you kind of brought up the optic, and we're not gonna, you can't see it until Donruss comes out this year. Like it came out stupid late this year, and did you not notice there was none on the shelves?
yeah. I never seen one. I mean, it
I,
seemed like all online exclusive of what you had to buy.
and then, and I know this for fact. This is a fact directly from a distributor's mouth while I'm standing in line at Target, and I seen him. I asked him. I said, "Sir," he said, yeah. He looked at me and he said, "Is there anything you're kind of looking for?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just waiting for you to kind of put some stuff out." He's like, "Was there anything you're looking for?" And I said, "Yeah, I was hoping you're gonna put some optic out." He said, "Oh, we're not allowed to put optic on the shelves." And I said, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Oh, that's a Target online only." And I thought, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So here's my conspiracy for y'all. I think that the distributors themselves, and I can get behind, oh, it's online only, blah, blah, blah. But fuck Target Online when it comes to football. Have you ever bought football on Target Online? Weeks,
Forever.
weeks, fucking weeks before you even get it. And you're like, and I'll never buy anything football related online with Walmart because it's coming from a secondhand vendor that price gouged the crap out of it.
Yes.
And good luck because
You can go to the card store down the road and get
and
it for
pay
the same price
cheaper.
as Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah, and you get it there, and you don't run the risk of it already being weighed, it already being fucking opened. Like, anyway, I think these motherfuckers, and I gotta try to figure out how to bleep all this shit out, but I'm probably not going to because I'm really ticked off about this one. I think they're fucking putting this shit in warehouses.
Age restricted. Let's go.
I think they're putting this shit in warehouses because they see it automatically, right? It comes out. How is a product available on the shelves when it first drops, but then you start seeing it double in price online, and now it is an online exclusive only?
It's not an optimal time for us to put it on the shelves.
Because they see it going for double the price, so they're like, you know what?
Hold.
I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna throw this shit in warehouses and fuck the little people.
Yep.
And that's why, man, if they could come up with a way to stop this whole distributor monopoly, we talk about monopoly in a different episode, but the distributors having a monopoly on the system of who gets what, where it goes, and especially with retail, like, right, hobby, do whatever the fuck you want with it. But when it comes to retail, like, put it out there. If you want to be that jackwad that goes and buys all 20 that are on the shelves and doubles it up and you don't give it, like, cool, go be that guy. But it shouldn't be up to the distributor to decide whether or not a product gets put out. And then Target, if it really was Target that says, hey, this is an online only. But that's my conspiracy. I think they're shoving this shit in warehouses. I think they're holding on to it. They're releasing it little by little to keep the peak up so they can fucking 300x their money, because you know damn well that they're buying direct from Panini to the distributor for probably $15 to $18 a box, and then throwing it up for $29.99, $39.99 on the shelves, because that's what Target gets for it, right? So you know that they're buying it at cheaper, but then the distributors are shoving it in a warehouse so that they can deplete it online, or not online, sorry, on eBay and everywhere else. Anyway,
And make what it's going for market, and then quadruple their money.
And then control the market.
Yeah.
I will never believe that there is not warehouses of Optic right now. Just warehouses of it. Anyway, that's my conspiracy. There's your dates. Did you have any more dates, you and facts, real quick, you wanted to throw out? I'm pretty sure that was the last one.
Yeah, that's the last little bit.
And I got heated for a little bit here at the Heated Hobby. But
what it's about. A little conspiracy in there. I like it.
Hey, there's your conspiracy of the week. Maybe I'll come up with another one next week. Other than that, we say it at the end of every video, so I'm going to say it again. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us in there, do you agree with me if you stuck around to the end? Or do you think I'm full of hot dog shit and I need to just lock myself in a basement somewhere? Other than that, we love y'all. Thanks for dialing in, and Heated Hobby out.